Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Douglas Totamale, and I'm here doing a presentation on Geary Street, San Francisco, with the writing on the wall. So, as I present here, I realize that I'm also on film, and I just want to make sure you understand that I've got about 30 or 40 cameras on me, and this is just the rest of you for right now. So these lines here, right, as I go backwards in time while going forward in time, as I was explaining earlier, that on the ground we have writing, and the writing has eroded over a span of time, and in that span of time I'm going backwards through time to expose the writing as more and more vivid, as less and less, more and more erosion unhappens, right? And there's a point in which where all of this turns around, and that's where the final conflict, the final judgment thereof of Mortal Kombat arrives around in the turning of time to the other direction, along with me, right? With the strong forces of the chemical process of life, never running backwards, because if it does, all life perishes. So this is a mechanism in which, if there is a time wave that goes backwards, that we always go forward in time, and the chemical process of life keeps working forward. So I'm waiting as I sit here, as more and more of the erosion on the ground, right, of paint on the ground starts to go away, right? Until such a time, right, obviously these were done after the paving, right, of the road just recently. Okay, so we know for a fact, right, that if I go down below where these disappear, right, I'm getting down to where the paving, the too much effective change has happened for us to go any further. So again, as I wait here, going back to more and more vividness of the paint and less erosion, as we approach that time in which the space-time navigators hold the bottom of, right, in which I can't go before their final effective change, which they hold as I, in a sense, go up and down through time waves, right, to accommodate life always going forward. So that big thump, anybody else feel it? That was pretty big. I'm going live, So if you felt that, that's me here in San Francisco. Okay, that's sort of known as another one, pop-up in time, in a sense where a vast amount of time comes back to us very, very quickly as I head faster and faster to where all of these, the final effective change where it turns around and goes back again in the same direction as light to accommodate those kinds of processes. And as I hit that bottom here, right, that's where the paint doesn't get any more vivid. Okay. So these newer ones, right, have come all the way, they haven't had time enough to erode, and I can't go below those, so those will always stay faded. So again, I'm waiting for this to come to a stop. Okay. So now, over here, as we reach the bottom, we get that now. Right? This is where we hit an event horizon, which we can't go any before, and it's a broken event horizon. It's one of the ones that I've crossed out of 3, right, rings here in San Francisco, of which we have 3 broken event horizons going out, in a sense, to the north of Union Square, and 3 rings broken going to the southeast of Union Square, from the corner there, where I pushed the planet out of a black hole. Now, these 3 event horizons on the north side and one of these provide, in a sense, a sail, right, in which I hold as a gravimetric of the Hubble constant, right, of a escape velocity out of 6 universe collapses. So with those, and in combination with the 300 gram and the 500 gram antimatter disturbances, one at Post and Mine, the 500, and 300 gram in front of Macy's, right, provided me with the 3 broken event horizons and being able to navigate up and over those catastrophes in the formation there of the ship called Excalibur. So as I stand here, we're going over a vast number of rough territory, right, and which requires us to have navigation through such, right, so that if I survive coming out of that hole, as long as I survive from coming out of the hole to here, all life survives are coming out of that hole here. Okay? So that makes a common precedent for all Mother Nature, and which stands across the entirety of the universe due to the compression of space-time getting that close to singularity collapse where the mass is actually being sucked in underneath my feet to turn it around and go around the other way. That makes me the most infinite massive light object. The lightest infinite massive object. Okay? Now, the other end of that is a massless, completely massless, infinite, right? Massless, infinitely massive object, and that's the expansion thereof of a singularity, right? As a white hole and black hole come to an end on both sides of the universe and form an infinitely massive spot that's massless. And in conjunction with me here in San Francisco, allows me the ability to roll around in point clouds of infinitely massive objects that are massless, while I am the lightest infinitely massive object. So in the other day here in San Francisco, they sent me down to pull Saturn out of the abyss, right? So that was what, yesterday? Day before yesterday. So day before yesterday, they sent me down to pull Saturn off the tarmac in the aftermath of collapse there of Armageddon 4, 5, and 6, and bring her out of the hole like the same way I did over here in front of Macy's, right? A galactic chore generator that went in last, and then our sun that went in first, right? In conjunction with their Saturn in the middle there going in. At some point in there, that became the most significant object in all of this to pull from the tarmac. If I pulled that, everything out on both sides of that, in between the galactic chore generator that went in last and our sun that went in first, right? That would, in a sense, pull everything out in between, including Planet X, which is the aftermath of Earth, and the 300, 500 gram antimatter disturbances to make up its dual light speed rings. So as I do that, let's just do it. Take my water, God damn it. Let's just do it. Anyways, so that's my presentation so far about what's going on. Once again, my name is Douglas Jamali. I hope you enjoyed this. This is my 10-minute end.